so mad. I gotta keep reminding myself, murder, murder, murder.
Before you wake up and go to.
Fucking Livingston.
Yeah. I'm gonna remind you.
Yes, please.
Murder, murder, murder.
Nasty, go to murder.
Is he eating it? Is he eating the food? He's hovering over.
Standing up, he's watching Harlow. No, you know what he's doing? When he heard her getting the water, he got up quickly.
Yes, Sirski. We live. A little later than expected, but better late than never. Never late is better. They say that time is money, but we spend it together. Shout out to my guy, 6 guy in the building. Yes, Sirski. We got this Rome game going live. I'm about to let y'all know Rome live. Rome is live. Yes, sir. Rome live. Nick Nightmare, Coach Villa in the building. We got, yeah, man. We got them good old Rome Centurion in there. And this is probably the most comp that Rome has played. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they fare against Miami. This is definitely the most comp they played all season. You know, they had a bit of a cupcake schedule, if I'm being honest. But we about to see if Rome could live up to the hype of, you know what I'm saying, of what they've been playing to so far. And I will say they've been playing some dominating football against the level of competition that they've been playing. But now against an actual pretty good opponent, we gonna see if Rome can keep it up against an actual, you know, pretty good team. And yeah, this is gonna be pretty interesting, man. This is gonna be pretty interesting. I'm interested to see how this is gonna go. Terrence Benson in the building. Shout out to Mitchie. Shout out to Coco Punch. The guys is here. Yes, Sirski, hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. Like I said, later stream, but it's a vibe though. Later stream, but we gonna vibe though. It's a vibe all the time, and we gonna get this thing started. We just gonna get it started early and popping. And this thing gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun because I've been wanting to see Rome against some comp.
Big time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Goal positioning, playoff spots. On the table.
Nick said Miami didn't recruit me, so we ready.
Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium.
This is gonna be interesting, man. I want to see how Rome is actually gonna fare against a tough opponent. Will they still show their dominance? And this is also a conference game. Will they still show their dominance, or will we see them, you know, see where they fare against some actual comp? And Miami got that history, you know what I'm saying, over Rome. Rome did win a national championship, but historically, you know, Miami, you know, the U days, you know, Miami got some real good history when it comes to college football. You know, Rome been holding it down for the Mulaverse, but it's gonna be interesting to see how things fare when they clash. So I'm very excited to see, you know, how this game is gonna fare. And I think Rome still pulls it off, but I'm interested to see like how Rome moves when they get their jaw tested. Like, this is gonna be Rome getting their jaw tested. You know what I'm saying? We actually gonna see Rome get hit today, and I want to see how Rome is gonna respond to being hit. You know what I'm saying? And we've just been seeing Rome roll over, you know, bad teams. And they're going to start with a really good run. Jordan Lau with an 11-yard carry to start the game. He is an impact player. Miami got 2 impact receivers. You know what I'm saying? And an impact running back. They got an impact lineman. So they looking to make some plays. And the quarterback just overthrew his target on that one. Also seen some contact on the play. Ref said it's good. But, oh my God, this is going to be a game. I'm excited, guys. 2nd and 10, going to pass again. And it is Coco Punch. Chris Matthews with the body bag. And Chris Matthews said, look, I came to play. It's a big game. I'm going to step up. You know, real good veteran presence for the Rome Centurion. He's really become a household name here in Rome, Georgia. And, you know, you just got to give a big salute to my guy, Coco Punch Chris Matthews, because he's been putting in the work in, and he's been getting the results, man. He's been getting the results. Let's see what's going on. 3rd and 15, 3rd and long. He's going to have to just go with a check down, and Rome is all over that one. Only going to get a yard. And Rome's played good defense. They started off giving up a pretty big run to that back, but overall, I feel like they finished it strong just now. They finished up strong just now. Okay, T-Smooth, nice little move right there. Okay. Okay. Decent field position at the 37. Mazeo Bennett, oh my God. This kid was insane in the last game, just really showing crazy separation with that speed. Maybe the Duke DBs just wasn't up to par, but boy, oh boy, it was fun to watch him play in that last game against the Duke Blue Devils last week. Let's go. Josh Conover goes to Hardy early. They trying to get Hardy involved early. And the great thing about that back, Ahmad Hardy, who is also one of the leading Heisman candidates, is that he can do it both in the receiving game and in the rushing game. So it's going to be very exciting to see. And Flash Solomon's little brother, I was about to call him Flash Solomon, but Jet Solomon with a first down grab right there. And Coach Villa is going to hurry it up. This Miami crowd is going crazy that they're trying to upset the number 7 Rome Centurion. Play action. Guys, in Connie's face, and Connie throws an interception on the first drive. Look at the U. And Connie is frustrated. Looked like he had a miscommunication with his receiver, and he is not happy about that miscommunication. They're throwing the U's up on the sideline, and OMG, I told y'all, I want to see what's going to happen when the Rome Centurion get hit in the jaw. Will they fight back? And you see, they push Connie's lineman back into his face. This is a different level ACC competition. The Rome is undefeated, but they haven't played a team up to the talent level of Miami thus far. And there goes Chris Matthews with another beautiful tackle right there. Look how you just shedding the block, causing havoc. Definitely forced it there. They can go to the running back, and Rome is all over in the run game right now. That safety is stepping up, making some plays. It looks like they got 2 linebackers there. I mean, two DBs at the linebacker set right there. Coach Villa not playing, but the quarterback just threaded the needle. Matt Chadwick with a dot on that one for a first down, and starting off with really good field position. All they got to really do is protect the ball. Chris Matthews with another TFL. Chris Matthews is starting this game blazing hot, guys. He is starting off this game insane. Like, oh God, they might have, oh, they use his aggression against him on that play with this little nice screen design, but it's not going to go for too much. Just going to make it a pretty decent 3rd and 8, you know what I'm saying? 3rd and 8 is pretty manageable. Let's see if Miami can convert. 3rd and 8. They got good field position and a body bag. That is the other defensive tackle. Man, this kid is good. This kid is good. A user, somebody got to purchase this kid, man. Somebody got to come and get this D tackle, Dorian Capps, because I'm telling you, he's the second coming of Chris Matthews, man. He is the second coming of Coco Punch. You can tell he's learned a lot, and, you know, that Coco Punch style was rubbing off on him, man. Like, how, you know, how good you got to feel if you Coach Villa that you just replenishing these elite defensive linemen. The kick is good, but you go from Aiden Phillips to the likes of Coco Punch taking the mantle from him, and that was looking like Dorian Capps, Kendrick Bonds. These guys are starting to make a name for themselves in that Rome Centurion jersey. Yeah, Capps is a steal, man. Capps is a steal. He is a steal for whoever's out there looking to play defensive line. He is one of them. And let's see if Connie can shake it off. This Miami crowd is going crazy, and I think that's going to give Connie some problems, especially if they could keep the pressure up. And oh my God, GG's. He's out of here. Ahmad Hardy off the top rope, quick, Silva. Mama, there goes that man. This is why he's a Heisman candidate. He can go from 0 to 100 real quick, no drizzy. And bro, that was sick. That was sick. Mama, there goes that man, bro. He just literally took off, and it was no catching him. It was no catch. That was good blocking too. That was good blocking, but once he sees that much green, you know you're not catching Ahmad Hardy, man, and that's crazy. That was tough. So right off of the field goal, Rome gets the ball back and hits a home run, and this is what we know Rome to do, man. Like, these guys have the big play ability on that offense this year without a doubt, and man, perfectly executed run play right there. And Ahmad Hardy just doing what he does. And this is going to definitely help. A big performance here is definitely going to help his Heisman candidacy. Because, of course, some of the comments like, okay, he been killing. But now you getting to see him against a top 20 team in the nation, top 15 team in the nation. And look what he's doing. Incomplete. That one way over the receiver's head. And we've seen 2 passes by this quarterback that was a little bit questionable from an accuracy standpoint. And he's going to pull it all this one. Oh, God, he has empty space and doesn't have the speed to take that all away. But if he was a little bit faster, that quarterback would have been out of there. Perfect read option to Miami with a big play. These heavyweights are slugging right now. Can Miami keep the momentum after that big-time run by the quarterback? Looked like that quarterback is more of a runner than a passer because he's missed on some throws and another miss there. But I seen contact, and the ref says it's fair play. I don't know about that, bro. That was a lot of contact. Looked like it should have been a pass interference there, but I'll take your word for it. Quarterback with more than enough time. He's going deep now. 2 guys in coverage, and that's a dangerous play. Just trying to make something happen, but that wasn't what you want to see. That wasn't what you want to see. He goes deep again. Some contact, but incomplete.
Send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance.
And that drive stalls out for Miami. Shout out to that Rome defense, but that drive stalled out for Miami. They started with some promise. But shout out to the Centurion for figuring them out. Tight end pass. I like the design. They usually get a lot more out of that, but the momentum of the pass just taking Blunt out of bounds on that one. 2nd and 10. Ahmad Hardy's gonna be tackled for loss. Miami all over that one. 3rd and 11 for the Rome Century own. Oh, God, Connie taking a hit, going deep. He has a guy in Micah Cypress. Usually the receiver that comes up pretty big on plays can't bring that one in. Had a half a step on the defender. I think Connie put it in a right place, but the footsteps with a little bit of the contact forces the drop right there. And if you ask me, Micah got to bring that one in. But you know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens. Miami with the rock now, going with a run, and Rome did a really good job so far of, you know, stopping these runs for short gains or losses. But I like that Miami sticking to their guns, or they're sending the heat. The quarterback in trouble. He's going to break a tackle, but then he's going to be sacked again. And this time it is Chris Matthews and another defender on that one. 3rd sack of the game already. Percy King. Percy King is another young guy that Coach Villa likes that you got to keep an eye on.
Up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got
3rd and 8 for Miami. Can they convert? I feel like, I don't know if this quarterback is competent enough in the passing game to make the necessary plays to beat a Rome, but we're going to see. He's going deep. He's been taking some shots one-on-one. T-Smooth with the breakup. It looked like that ball was a bit underthrown, maybe a bit underthrown. I don't know. Like I said, this quarterback, I'm questioning his arm a bit and some of the decisions he's making in the passing game. Maybe it's nothing there, but he is trying to take shots, though. However, Rome has held it down, and so far, so good, man. It's been a good game early. Let's see if Rome can keep it up. Connie has some time. Connie tried to deliver a strike to Matizo Bennett, but that was just a great effort by the DB of Miami right there. This is a perfect effort right there. Gonna go screen Ahmad Hardy. What a block right there. And Ahmad Hardy past the 50. In opponent's territory at the 49. Did you see that pancake? Golly. Here's on my arm sticking up after that block right there. And Rome just got a good trench unit And that's all Ahmad Hardy needs, man. He knew exactly what he wanted to do in the transfer portal. And there goes the young receiver Knight. Young receiver Knight right there. The first down grab. He's a lanky, pretty lanky, tall receiver. Rome thinks he's the future. Shout out to my guy Carter in the building. Connie with all sorts of time, just gonna check it down to Mr. Hardy. Mr. Hardy with a nice stiff arm with 2. Miami U defender's gonna take him down. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Connie in trouble. Connie steps up in the pocket. Connie with a nice run. He's gonna slide at the 11. This is a good drive. This is what they want to see. They want to see Connie step up and take those runs when the defense give it to him. And that one was executed perfectly right there. Connie in trouble. Going over the middle to Mazeo Bennett. And Mazeo Bennett going to pick up the first down. 1st and goal at the 1. And if I'm them, I'm just giving it to Ahmad Hardy. I'm giving it to the Heisman candidate. And that's what they're going to do. But the U is all over it. Nothing doing there. 2:40 left in his first quarter. I'm going right back to Hardy again. Why not? 2nd down, that's what they do. But Miami stops it twice. I don't know too many teams that can stop Ahmad Hardy on back-to-back rushing attempts at the 1-yard line. But Miami gets it done. It's the 3rd time the charm. I'll go for it again if I was Coach Villa. Why not? They do try to go with a misdirection, but this time the 2nd effort from Ahmad Hardy gets him in the end zone for a 2nd touchdown of the night. And I'm telling you, man, the 3rd time is the charm. When in doubt, just go with Ahmad Hardy. Why wouldn't you give it to a Heisman back at 3rd and goal from the 1? You know what I'm saying? Once they got to the 1, it's like you got to just give him the ball. And look at the effort, man. He took those hits and kind of like jumped into the end zone as he took the blunt of the last hit. And just the determination, the will of Ahmad Hardy is going to take this Rome team a long way. And right now, 14-3, they kind of got out on Miami. Can Miami's offense answer? I would say that the defense is playing pretty good. They got them a turnover, good field position, got them a field goal, you know, got a couple of stops. However, their offense, I don't know if Miami's offense is enough. This quarterback, oh, as I say, the quarterback, he put it in a nice spot. That's a bit of a hospital ball right there, as there was a host of Rome defenders there to knock the ball free. Surprised that receiver can stand up after that. Miami with a guy in motion, 2nd and 10. A delayed play, goes with a little check down curl. The receiver, oh my God. Just strong man and a couple of defenders. But he's still 3 yards shy of a 1st down. And on 3rd and 3, can Miami convert? The quarterback has time. He's stepping up in the pocket. You know he can take off. He does and picks up the 1st down. Okay. I could tell that this kid at Miami, this quarterback, you know, uses his legs a little more. Doesn't have the greatest accuracy from just what I'm seeing. I didn't even look at the numbers, but doesn't have the greatest accuracy from the eye test right now. Looks like he want to do more with his legs. However, I don't know if Rome is the team that you're going to have that much success with that with. So let's see how his coaches scheme him up. But the running back seems to be one of them, as he picks up a big 1st down. Had one of those runs earlier in the game as well before Rome kind of shut him down. And drop those 2s in the chat. Drop those 2s in the chat. Can Miami come back? Can Miami come back? Or can Rome continue to fight them off? This is the type of level of competition that Rome is going to have to beat consistently if they want to win another national championship and want to win a conference championship here in the ACC. Since we moved to the ACC, this is the 1st season, Rome has a chance to do something special and, you know, win that 1st conference championship here in the ACC. And them winning it in their 1st year would be very impressive. Nice little RPO there to the tight end. Nice throw by the quarterback. Maybe he's finding his groove. Looked a bit frantic and inaccurate early, but is he finding his groove? Out the pocket, is he thrown? That one was dangerous as 2 Rome defenders were lurking in the area. 3rd and 1. They got an impact back. Why not go for it? But look at that little defensive line of Rome and Dorian Caps again with another big TFL. I don't know if any teams in the trenches could deal with the line or the defensive line or offensive line of the Rome Centurion, man. They got a solid unit on both ends, and that was a big stop right there. Gets a pretty good running back in Lyman Core. So Rome getting another stop, giving Connie and company another opportunity, and let's see what they could do with it. Ahmad Hardy gonna be TFL. Hit behind the line. That was a pretty big hit too. But you can see why Coach Villa's sticking to his guns, because boy, this kid is a home run waiting to happen, and they're going to a screen. They trying to get him the ball by any means. He gets them just 1 yard ahead of the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 9. They're gonna hurry it up, trying to catch Miami off guard, not let them, you know, switch up a package. Micah Cypress in the slot right there at the bottom of your screen, and you got Jet Solomon split out way wide to the right. Connie hit. And Cypress, what a grab right there, going up against a defender one-on-one. And Micah Cypress, I told you, he's one of those guys that make really big plays for Rome. So I like it. That was a really good grab right there. And oh, Connie's in trouble. Body bag from his blind side. Nice sack right there. Who was that? Who was that missed that block? Was that Terrence Benson?
They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game,
great dog. Oh, was it Terrence Benson?
Defense can continue to do.
Looked like it was the right guard. Yeah, it looked like it was the right guard. 2nd and 15. Connie gonna go to Cypress on a short pass. That's gonna pick up 4. Okay. Connie 103. No touchdowns. Does have a pick. Does have a pick right now. Did get an early interception, but kind of found his groove after that. So let's see if he can continue on the upward trend. Oh my God, the gunslinger Connie has a guy. It is Jet Solomon, just putting on the Jets against that DB for a touchdown. Golly, when you got a gunslinger like Connie, sometimes you could just send them receivers on streets, and if the defense is not prepared for it at the moment, you're in trouble. That was crazy. He just look. That's not even too much effort for Connie. He just wound up and just threw a freaking missile. And the crazy part is Jet Solomon is so fast that pass was a little bit behind him. He had to really turn his whole body for that one. Didn't have to come back to it too much, but had to turn his whole body and slow down a bit. Still, you know, brought it in after the contact. And Rome now handling Miami pretty well in his first half. 21 for the first half, 21-3. I don't think that the offense of Miami has enough for the defense of Rome. I don't think that this offense have enough. I think this quarterback, I don't know if he's capable in the passing game of doing what's going to be needed to be done to handle this Centurion unit. 2nd and 3, very manageable now. See what they go with. They went with a little tight end screen right there. Tight end muscling through a couple tackles. Great effort to pick up that first down right there. It looked like Miami is just trying to protect their quarterback. They must know his accuracy issues further down the field, because they're going with some short gimme plays. I like the way it's drawn up, and I love the execution there. But let's see what's going on. Quick slant. Yeah, they're definitely playing to the strengths of this quarterback right now, and I think this is how you get your quarterback to find a groove. Do I think they have enough to come back against Rome? Not from what I've seen so far. Play action. Quarterback off to his right, and that's a nice throw right there. If he hitting that out right there is tough. Outside the hash right there, that's tough. Outside of the numbers too, you know what I'm saying? That was a pretty accurate throw. RPO, give me that. T-Smooth, the two-way athlete for the Rome Centurion, snatching that one, and that was a risk that quarterback wish he could take back. Big time turnover, and I told you he was going to be the Achilles heel of this Miami offense. And T-Smooth with a sensational grab. If he would have put that one in a different spot, I think he could have gave his receiver a better shot. Just a little bit behind, and T-Smooth was able to take advantage of that. Yeah, that's a little bit behind. He got to lead him there. He got to lead him. That's a good receiver too right there. So I think if he lead him, that receiver would have been able to come away with it. Blunt. With a nice 4-yard grab right there. Connie 1-1, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 165 right now in his first half against Miami. And I think he's handling Miami pretty well right now. Another little short completion right there. Actually gonna go for no gain. Thought he might have got a yard or two, but no. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Connie stepping up. Connie finds Blunt. Nice throw. First down.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Rides the back on the option.
Oh, Ahmad Hardy gonna take a nice hit, but he just bounces off the tackles, and that second effort after, you know, he did have a blocker system out of getting that. Out of that tackle, but he still picked up a nice 5-yard gain. And in the receiving game, they go back to him. They find ways. This guy already had 5 catches in the first half and already is almost over 100 yards rushing. Wow. 100 all-purpose yards already with 2 touchdowns for, and oh my God, Jet Solomon once again. And that was 2 defenders guarding him right there. Safety over the top, but the nice slant over the middle of the field. Too much speed, and Jet Solomon gonna get another score. That's his 2nd touchdown. Jet Solomon's starting to dominate. He's picking up. This is a big game for the young wide receiver. His brother left to go to Boise, and the younger brother now stepping up and playing fantastic. Not sure if Flash should have left. Ooh, Jordan Cookie, call a bookie, knocking it down after a couple of you defenders was very close to blocking that.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
Oh God.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
28-3 in favor of Rome. And this one may be over early, man. Rome looking like they're continuing their dominance. Going with a little option play right there, and that's going nowhere. Look, that quarterback honestly played his best when they were like running option plays and giving him plays to help him use his legs. When he has to make certain throws, it's not looking good. But big shout out to the Rome Centurions stepping up against a better team. Got to give them their props. Stepping up against a better team and making it look like much of the same. This honestly looks a lot like what their other games against less competition has looked like. So, you know, shout out to Coach Villa for being ready for the moment against a big time team and, you know, getting it done. Also, Rome is away right now. They're on the road putting on this type of performance against a pretty good Miami team. 6-2, number 15 in the nation. So you got to give all the props that you can to Rome for what they're doing right now. Nick Nightmare. I think that's Nick's first carry. He had a good game last week. It's his first carry here late in the 2nd, but it's a nice run, and they're gonna keep him in there. After that plays, nice little stiff arm to go read his blocking. Uh-oh, Mitchie holding his hip. Terrence Benson startled on the play. Hopefully that's just a stinger. He is a pivotal part of that offensive line, if not the most important part of the offensive line. Mazio Bennett, ooh, gonna be shy of the first down marker. 4th inches, the refs say, and Rome is just gonna punt it away. They say, you know what, let's just play, let's just play conservative. We're up big right now. Let's just play honest ball. And I just don't think Miami's quarterback has enough to, really shake anything up, in this game. But we'll see. And they're sticking to that run, though. It's still early. They sticking to that run, but it's nothing doing, man. It's nothing doing. But I think this is an effort to protect their quarterback because he hasn't shown the best. You don't want him throwing the ball 50 times. And with the type of hole that they're in, it's kind of the only way that I think they can come back at this point. But you still don't want to put the quarterback in a bad situation where it's pass, 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 and Rome to start to, pick up on what he's doing, bring pressure. Nice slant right there to the tight end, and he's gonna pick up a big first down. The big guy don't got too much speed and chased down by low-key caliber there, but that was definitely one of the biggest plays of this game for Miami thus far. And can Miami string it together, show why they rank? Can they, stay in an ACC fight, or are they going to just get beat up by Rome? And, Rome pretty much going to prove that it's levels here in the ACC, although it's the first year. And that was a nice throw by the quarterback there. So he's trying to find his route late. Okay, oh my God. Okay, we got some guys making some plays. Miami is trying to get some momentum. Josiah Trader with a beautiful grab. Golly. Knox Cruz playing as good as defense as you can. Even the safety coming and putting the lick on the guy as he was falling. But he holds on to it. What a tough grab right there from that receiver. Miami's quarterback in trouble, takes a hit, but delivers another one. Another nice little completion. So he's trying to close out this first half with something. They're going to give it to the running back. Nice big run right here. He breaks a tackle. Touchdown. And Miami punches it in. Okay. Okay, that was actually a nice run. That was a nice drive. That was a nice drive. Miami showed something on that drive. Do I think that they could string it together enough to make this a game? No, but that was a good drive. If they can try to build off that, don't got to try to go for the home run plays, but string together a couple drives like that, maybe. But let's see. That running back definitely opened up a couple more runs like that. Definitely could wear down that Rome defense. They get the score before halftime. However, with a minute left in this receiving core, including Hardy, I don't know. Might have gave Rome too much time, especially with Cole Abuki. Might have gave Rome too much time. Field position, not too good. But with the gunslinger, you got to play them safeties back. Josh Connie. Especially with Mazzi. Almost a big time. Almost big trouble right there. As that ball got batted, Blunt couldn't bring it in. And that was almost a really bad interception that could have caused Rome some trouble. They're going to hit Mazzio Bennett out of bounds. Miami trying to make quick work of this and try to get the ball back if they can. That'll be interesting. 3rd and 5. Very manageable for Josh Connie. He has space. He's going to try to run, but Miami's all over it. Miami is going to get the ball back with one timeout. Okay. Okay, Miami. Connie is definitely tucking and running that thing a little better now. In this game, we ain't see the issues that we kind of seen them have against, lower competition. But in this game, Connie's looking good. His pocket presence seemed a lot better. He's stepping up to the level of competition, but a nice strike by the QB. Miami's QB, and he's going to go with a quick timeout there. I don't know about taking a timeout there. Maybe you could have clocked it, saved that timeout for the field goal, but now you're going to definitely have to clock it. You're going to have to hurry up and try to clock it. The clock is going to continue there. Now 3rd and 6. I think a field goal here is a dub. If they can make a play right here and get a field goal, I think that's a big dub. Got a quick stop after a score. Oh, and the quarterback just gonna throw it away. And that's not it. If he would have ran that for that first down though, that would have been big. They're gonna send out the punt team, and it's gonna I don't know. That punt might have put them in trouble because I know that Coach Villa gonna take a shot seeing that bad punt, and it's looking like he's gonna take a shot. Yes, Coach Villa definitely gonna take a shot. Connie over the middle gets it to Blunt, and Rome's gonna use that timeout. They're gonna try to get in field goal range. The late play of these teams, they was both searching, trying to get something out of every last minute of this first half. Connie off to his left. Mazzio Bennett gonna catch it. They're gonna use another timeout.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground.
Nick Nightmare with a nice run. And that's how they're going to end this half. Drop those halves in the chat. Drop those halves in the chat. Yes, Sirski. Halves in the chat.
thought that was a quick first half, you'd be
Yes,
right
sir.
on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock.
This was a good first half, though. I gotta give a salute to Coach Villa and company. I think they came out really prepared against this Miami team, which is a really good team. You see some flashes. I would say you see flashes in the defense and offense of Miami, but it just doesn't look like enough. If I'm being honest, it doesn't look like they have enough for this Rome team. Running back with a beautiful run. He's looked pretty good. Impact player. But the quarterback of Miami is where the question marks come from me offensively. I don't know if the quarterback can make the necessary throws that you gotta make against Rome. And it's not easy neither. Like, I'm not trying to discredit Rome's defense because it's not easy. They got one of the best defensive units in the nation. Hence why they're number 7 in the nation right now. Connie back to throw, finds Jet Blade. RJ Blade, pardon me. RJ Blade, one of his biggest receptions of the year. Another one of those young receivers that they say is going to be a part of that very special young core that these guys got. You got Jet Solomon, who's definitely left his mark on this game already. Now you see RJ Blade, and then you also got Knight, who also made a pretty nice play. Connie getting them young receivers involved. You gotta like what you see from them so far. Okay, oh. Already gonna be tackled. 1st and 10. He's not gonna get no yards on that one. Very surprising, but they're gonna go read option this time. Connie gonna pull it. Connie put it on the Jets. Thought he was gonna get out of there. Big first down. Rome Centurion, and Connie starting to fill itself. Look at the celebration. Look at the celebration. Okay, Connie. I know Connie gonna be happy to see what's going on in this game. Cause boy, he running. He been saying why he not running the way he's supposed to. But against this level of competition, he's running. Running like he's supposed to.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
What we like to see. Hardy spin through the lane, and Rome threatening to score again. And with another touchdown here, it's just ugly. It's just officially ugly. Should Rome score another touchdown here, it is officially ugly. Gotta watch Connie though. He's made a lot of mistakes in these red zone. I think most of his picks came here. Nice move right there. But when you got a Ahmad Hardy, you ain't gotta throw in the red zone. I think Coach Villa and the offensive coordinator kind of sees that now and was like, we was letting Connie take some shots early, but when we here, it's Ahmad Hardy's time, and Ahmad Hardy just walking it in again. I believe that is touchdown number 3 for Ahmad Hardy, so already has the hat trick on the night. And Rome, man, hats off. I'm gonna give y'all the respect y'all deserve, man, because to come out here against a tough ranked opponent and make them look how y'all been making everybody else look is impressive. So big salute.
Is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly
big salute,
putting this
man.
one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Central Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And like most of the stuff that I see, this offense is definitely built, I feel like, a little bit more tailored to the run. They can pass, have the receiving core to pass. And I don't know if it's just Rome secondary making them look like this, but they got the receiving core to pass. Look at this, just a star-studded receiving core. But I just don't think the quarterback is enough. And based on what the play call has been running, it's been looking very protective of the QB. He has all day. Maybe it's nothing there. He fumbles, but Miami gets it back. However, 2nd and 36 as Miami gets it back. After, the ball bobbling around for a while. It looked like Rome was just going to retrieve that one easily, but wound up knocking the ball back a few more yards. Had a couple of guys trying to get it, knocking it back a couple more yards. That's why you got to fall on the ball, Coach Villa. You got to teach those guys to fall on the ball. Guys were trying to scoop it up, and that's how Miami got it back. But a dominant performance by Rome in a huge game, a huge conference game at that. So shout out to the Rome Centurion. The quarterback going to get sacked again. And yeah, they're kind of wearing this kid down. Chris Matthews having a huge night in a big-time ACC game. He putting the ACC on notice. He's putting the ACC on notice. They might have thought it was something sweet because they came from the MAC, but they putting the ACC on notice with performances like this. They don't play Clemson. It's another ACC team that's undefeated as well that they don't play. But, based on what we're seeing right now, man, they're going to have to see them in that conference chip.
He's going to take off. Last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around.
And I think this quarterback is more of a running art.
And the Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for
taking a pretty big hit with great field position for Rome once again.
And now this offense will take the field again.
And now you can just now you can lean on that line and Hardy. When you got to lead like this, you can kind of lean on your bread and butter and make them stop you. And with making them stop you, even them short runs is taking a lot of energy. Nick Nightmare. The switch up. There's so many weapons on this Rome offense. Nick Nightmare being one of them, the young running back, filling in for Hardy. And I think the change of pace between Nick and Ahmad Hardy is, a big W for Rome. As you can see, man, big playability out of Nick as well. Now you see Hardy back in the game. That gotta make them nervous. Shout out to my guy Blue Juice Rain in the building. Yes, sir. Big salute to my guy Blue Juice Rain. He's a DB for this Rome Centurion team. And you see what's going on. His team coming out and dominating like they have most of the season. Connie, let's see what you got. Connie, okay. Back to the left. He gets, Jet Solomon. Jet Solomon had a big game dropping that one. 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. Will the guys convert? Connie to his left. And that one way off. Trying to find Blunt. But they can still get a field goal here. And you know who it is. It is Jordan Cookie. So you might as well call a bookie. It's money. No. Miami with a block. Okay, Miami. Okay, Miami is not returned. But a nice block right there from Miami. Gonna get them some good field position. And we thought it was time to call a bookie, but it got blocked. And good defense right there. You see, look like Kendrick Bonds getting back there. Dropping in coverage instead of rushing and getting, getting his body on the ball. I don't know if he swatted that, but it looked like it hit his shoulder pad. And like I said, I just think this team is limited aerial in the aerial part of the game. Like, I don't think that they can make the necessary throws. They got the receiving core, but I'm not sure if this quarterback is capable of making the throws. Rome is also making it hard. So like I said, let me not discredit their defense. For all I know, I could check this quarterback overall. He could be a 90-something. You know what I'm saying? And Rome just making him look bad, but he hasn't just looked capable of making, certain plays on a consistent basis. After a big field goal block, Miami's crowd is still not into it. That's how, that's how much you just see his levels. Even, their fans notice that Rome is just a bit ahead of them. And they're still fighting, though. They're still fighting. They're still making certain plays. It's just not enough. Shout out to my guy, Boston, from Sydney, Australia. Big salute, man. Welcome to the Mulaverse. Join the community. You know what I'm saying? You can get you a player, and you can join one of our team builder teams. Out of the 2 team builder teams, most of the players that you see on each team are users and community members. You know what I'm saying? Me and Coach Villa are the coaches. We go up against each other. We have 2 teams in the ACC. One Harlow Hippos, a team builder that I created, and then the Rome Centurion for Coach Villa. So you guys are the players. You guys get to upgrade. It's a lot of fun, man. Join the Discord, and we can get you started. 3rd and 1 after a nice play. Nice throw right there.
What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
As they come to the line on
Uh-oh, we getting some transfer talk. That boy Wayne Knight is not happy. Wayne Knight is not happy, guys. Even with the team winning, he is not happy. He said, I am transferring. He's on the sideline moping during the win, talking about he's transferring. Wow.
come out to the
That's a shocker. That's a shocker. One of the young wide receivers of Rome. Appreciate you, Boston, man. We stream games. You know what I'm saying? I got some other content. I play other games and stuff too, but this is one of my community leagues. It's a sim league for the college football, man. And, you know, come vibe with us. We got a Discord server if you want to become a player. You know what I'm saying? You can join that and become a player. We have a lot of fun as a community. Been doing this for a little while. So definitely appreciate you for the support. Support is free, guys. You see my guy Boston showing love all the way from Sydney, Australia. That's dope. That's dope. I truly appreciate that, man. We got the guys from Sydney, Australia tuning in. Yes, sir. Salute to the whole Australia. Shout out to Sydney in particular. Okay, Ahmad Hardy, another big run. And right now, Rome just continuing to pour it on. But like I said, Miami fighting. They trying to show some fight. But it's just not enough. It's just not enough. They are trying to show fight, but it's just not enough. Hardy, another run being stalled by Miami. And Miami's defense is alright, man. Their defense is alright. If you ask me, it was more so the offense. Oh, they even stopped the quarterback sneak. Okay. Miami is fighting, y'all. Miami is fighting. Rome is just too much for them. Rome is just too much for them. And Jordan Cookie knocks it down. Call a bookie as it is good. Look at him. He like, what you thought I was missing? He like, you thought I was missing, Coach Mula? Like, you know better than that. He like, come on, Mula. You know better than that. I like it. I like it. Okay. Okay.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw.
This quarterback just not enough, man. I feel like this quarterback is limiting the offense a lot. This quarterback is limiting their offense a lot because they got a lot of good receivers.
Jukes his way for more. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Wayne Knight with 2 targets, and that's why he's on the sideline open. He got 2 targets. I mean, when you got a lot of talent the way Rome does, it's things like this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. I tell guys all the time. Oh my God, T Smooth with another interception. Is he gonna run that one back? No. But a nice pick right there from T Smooth. That's his second. T Smooth stepping up. Shout out to my guy Cy Simmons in the building. T Smooth really been stepping it up, man. Becoming one of those guys that you gotta keep an eye on for Rome. Rome says that they want the mass subs. Coach Villa in there making subs. So I'm gonna get the mass subs for you now, Coach Villa. I thought you would leave y'all guys out there for this drive. But I understand it. You don't want no injuries. I wouldn't either. Got a big lead against a Miami team. Why would you even play with? Why would you even play with it? Mass subs on the way. Welcome to the Mulaverse. If you're new, hit that like button, subscribe. Support is free. Welcome to the Mulaverse, man, where you can see the game, be the game, and play the game as the game plays you. You feel me? This is our community sim league. You know what I'm saying? Where the subscribers are the players. So join today. If you're interested, we got the Discord link in the bio. And Tavian Sinclair is going to be sacked. Body bags. Body bags.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out
Marquise Lightfoot
on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Marquise Lightfoot.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And remember, he's already had 1 blocked in this game.
Jordan Cookie with the field goal, 41. to 10, and you know you just gotta call a bookie. You know that's money. You know Jordan Cookie ain't gonna miss that. Those is gimmies when it comes to that kid. Trust me. He is also a user. That's a user kicker. We call him the drippiest kicker in the Mulaverse Simulation Football League. And then whether you want to be a player, coach, you know what I'm saying? You create your journey here, man. You create your journey here. And this quarterback been on straps though. Like he's made some plays, but just can't do enough down the field. And they didn't really take too many shots neither. Like they took shots early, but I felt like you know, when he made mistakes, they went into a bit of a conservative shell, and that's not gonna get it done against Rome, man. And I like they sticking to their guns, throwing the ball. I mean, running the ball, but okay. And they actually threw mass subs in too. This is their backup units now. This is their backup unit getting some reps. Both teams backups, and Rome still winning the battle of the backups, and they're actually going for it. Ooh, we're gonna go for it here. You gonna give Rome that field position? Oh yeah, they gonna give Rome that field position. They must not believe in the backups. Let's see if Tevion Sinclair get Rome in the end zone. This running back is nasty too. He's actually an impact player too. Don't get too much tick behind Nick Nightmare and Ahmad Hardy, but this guy is tough too.
Took everything on defense, just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And kudos to Rome's line too. Rome backup line still pushing the cavalry forward. Ooh, Miami all over that one. And shout out to Rome, man. Probably about to hang 50 points on Miami and making it look, you know, very similar to what their other games have looked like. And many was questioning, you know, is Rome really like that, because they went against some competition so far, but in this game they proved, you know, the skeptics wrong. They showed that they can stay consistent and play at a high level against some of the top teams in the nation. So Miami, I believe, is the introduction to, you know, us seeing them play some real comp. I think Miami may be the best team that they have on schedule too. So I think talent-wise, yeah, absolutely, this is their toughest opponent on schedule. So you know, unless there's trap games from this point on, as we have you know, week 8, week 9, it looks like Rome is gonna cruise to an ACC championship berth. That's what it looks like right now. You know, anything can happen, but right now it's looking like that Rome is gonna just cruise to a conference championship berth. And that's going to be interesting to see. Shout out to my guy, Carlos Luzon in the building, a.k.a. Creed Flowers. Creed a little bit behind, man. Y'all, your guy not even on the field no more. Well, you might be at that sub linebacker spot, but just as I say that, a backup DB with an interception. Creed with the boom shakalaka in the chat. Shout out to my guy BJ in the building. Yes, Sirski. BJ, what's the word, fam?
Great place to start for this offense.
See what Tavion Sinclair could do with this unit. And Coach Villa's still passing the ball. You want to get these guys reps. He got Micah Cypress out there with them. They got just a really good receiving unit. So, you know, with all the receivers they got, even when mass subs come in, you still going to see guys like RJ Blade. You still going to see Micah Cypress. They go back to RJ again. He breaks a tackle. And okay. That boy BJ said he off the next 3 days. Ready to grind. Oh God, almost an interception for Rome. 4th and 2, but call a bookie. Call a bookie. Bro, I'm gonna try that too. The ARC Raiders, yo. If anybody, if any of y'all want to play, you know, something different after this game, let me know. We could get into some ARC. I never played that, but I seen some people play it. So, BJ, if you're trying to run that, if we got a couple other guys in the Mulaverse trying to run that, we definitely could do that. Shout out to all the new viewers. If y'all out there watching, man, welcome to the Mulaverse. Drop a comment. Don't be shy.
And he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish
nice
strong
first down there.
and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll put in play from the 27, first down.
It's low first down right there.
Use the play fake now.
RPO.
Fires to the wide out.
Nice comeback right there. He held on to that one. That's a tough catch. That was pretty good coverage by the DB too, but the receiver had leverage, came back to it and caught that. That was nice. That was nice. Drop a comment if you in here viewing. I see we got 8 viewers live. Let me see if there's any new people in the chat. Or if you a Mula again, if you an original Mula again, you know what I'm saying? If you a regular, let me definitely see a comment. I want to see who rocking with me tonight.
He wants to throw it again.
Yeah, boy, Rome with another big win. Gotta show Rome love. They got another big win, another quality win. Oh, well, this is the biggest win. Like I said, this is probably the most talented team on their schedule that they're gonna play against. So, you know, with this being win number 8, I think they solidified that ACC playoff berth, unless they just lay an egg in the next couple of weeks, which I highly doubt. Especially because Miami's probably the most talented team and they're doing this against them. I doubt that they're just going to lay an egg against somebody else. Still possible. It's football, but I don't see it happening. It's going to be an interesting ACC conference championship. The backup letting one go. Not enough. It's going to punt this one away. Punt this one away.
Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And the offense out on the field to go back to work.
Coach Villa still picking at OJ Carter. Okay, Tavian Sinclair. Oh, God. Tavian Sinclair. Speed. Moves. I ain't know this boy could wiggle like this, Coach Villa. Pause. No diddy. I ain't know he had moves like that. Hold up, Coach Villa. You got a QB that talented in that QB room. That boy. Oh, that boy put on the Jets and started dancing. Dancing. Can he throw it though? It look like he just want to run. Okay, I see what's up, Tavian. You just want to run. Body bag, Miami. They said cut it out. Hayes just read that. Darius Hayes just read that, made a good play. Miami got some pretty big athletes over there, man. These Florida boys. You guys got some pretty big dudes. That guy off the edge, these linebackers. I'm like, hold on. These dudes looking like pro players already. Oh, God, body bag. And Miami had 4 sacks on the night. 5 for Rome, 4 for Miami. So they got a bit of pressure here today. I guess maybe it's a little different because they only had 2 sacks, you know, while the starters were in. So, but Miami didn't quit though. Miami didn't just quit. They did get just embarrassed, but they didn't quit though.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end.
Okay. I think in this situation, 2 minutes trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more
that's not enough. That ain't going to work.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short.
That ain't going to work. Play action. Oh, ooh. Creed Flowers. Golly, Creed was trying to kill that boy. Creed, it's the end of the game. Why are you hitting like that, Creed? It's the end of the game, bro. Dang, Creed Flowers tried to end him just now. Somebody got to clip that hit right there and drop that in the Discord. Somebody got to clip that hit and drop that in the Discord, bro. Creed tried to kill him. Golly. Okay, Nick. Okay, Nick. Nick trying to add a little on his stats before the end of this game. Oh my God, yo, Creed tried to end him, bro. That's it. I'm still thinking about that hit. You gotta clip that, Creed. You gotta clip that for me. That was a hit. Look at Rome, man. Look at Rome. 17 carries, 113, and 3 touchdowns for Mount Hardy. Also had yards in the receiving game. Man, man. Rome did that, man. Rome did that. No nerves. No nerves, man. Nick Nightmare said Miami ain't recruit him. They had to get some ugly runs against them. I know that they regret. Well, they got a good running back too, but I know they still regret not getting you. Let me show my guy Coach Villa his stats real quick. Although he can always go and get these himself, still gotta show my guy some love. You know what I'm saying? So he can earn his SC. His quarterback is an 84. He is a dual threat. Let me see. Good throw power. That awareness is low. I knew it was something with this guy. The accuracy is short and medium. It's actually pretty good, short and medium. That awareness though. That awareness, and he's just not enough. He's just not enough for what they needed, man. Not enough. They didn't play terrible though. They didn't play terrible. 57% completion percentage. That's not gonna cut it. Pick both quarterbacks with interceptions. The backup with 2. You know what I'm saying? That's just not enough, especially for that receiving core that they got. Josh Conover, only 6 incompletions though, 306, very accurate. He is a gunslinger, did throw an interception, but ultimately got it done. 2 touchdowns on the night. Ahmad Hardy, 3 touchdowns on the night. Got Nick Nightmare, 58 yards. Sinclair got him a rushing touchdown, 2. Connie did some good things in the run game. Look at this receiving core. I told you, gotta count Ahmad Hardy in there. 40 yards on 6 receptions as well. He is a threat. Jet Solomon with a big game. You know, had a couple big touchdown receptions. And this kid just make plays. The speed is just tremendous, and he's really coming into his own. Like I said, his brother left. He came in as a freshman as his brother left, and he kind of really just took over, kind of filling his brother's shoes. Yeah. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing from him, man. I like what I'm seeing. A lot of these young receivers, though, looking alright, man. RJ Blade, 2 receptions, 48 yards. Had a couple big catches. Wayne Knight, heard some speculation that he may be on his way out after, you know, the season because he's not happy with, you know, the play time he's been getting at Rome or the targets he's been getting. Mitchie was 7 pancakes, 8 for Morrow. Let's go to the defense. Total tackles, Blue Juice Rain, 11 tackles. He had the high. We go down here. Gotta see what's up. Tackle for loss, Chris Matthews with 5 and 2 sacks. Really dominated this game from the start. You could see what type of night it was gonna be based on you know, how Chris Matthews opened the game, and I just got to give a big shout out to him because, you know, he came prepared, ready for this matchup. You know, big time players step up in big time games. It was one of those, and boy, he's one of them. Kendrick Bonds, Dorian Caps, big game for Dorian too, and he reminded me just like of a baby C. Matt, man. He's taller and heavier, but he's starting to put it together, like he's learning from, you know, what Chris Matthews, you know, has showed him. And boy, man, it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble for a lot of D lines, man. I mean, offensive lines when it comes to this kid. T Smooth with 2 interceptions. The true sophomore starting to really make a name for himself on this roster. I mean, the stats speak for itself, man. Stats speak for itself. Carl McGee, a freshman safety, got in and got an interception today. I know Coach Villa is proud of his young boy. Only a 68 overall freshman. Coach Villa didn't even redshirt him. He said, look, we're going to get you some reps at the end of these games. And the young guy stepped up and made a play. I know he's going to be raving about that for a long time. Coming in as a 68, you wouldn't think that you're going to get too much burn on Rome. But with that 80 zone coverage, that's pretty decent. See why Coach Villa got him in there in the bench minutes, and it paid off. So maybe he sees some more time. But all in all, it was a really good game for the Rome Century own. We're going to get up out of here. Yeah, I believe I showed everything needed. Good game. I'm also going to advance this foul, Coach Villa. So, you know, get your stuff together. Because, yeah, we already played our game. Both of us coming away with wins this week. Coach Villa, of course, looking a lot better in the standings right now for the conference. But, you know, we going to finish this thing strong. So, don't sleep on us. And we will be back. We will be back. So, play if y'all want. But, about to get this thing going real quick. About to go advance. Coach Villa said no nerve, gang. Yo, Coach Villa is hilarious. Coach Villa is hilarious. Now, them guys played up to par, though. These guys played up to par. Gotta give them they props. They did what they needed to do. They did what they needed to do. And at some point, I want to do like I don't want to say a streamathon, because I think a streamathon is when they stream, like they don't turn the stream off at all. But I do want to do like a 30-day straight, you know what I'm saying? Remember, we used to have them type of days. You know, my lady's pregnant, so it's been a little tough to have those consistent days back to back with appointments. And, you know, Harlow's in school now. She's not a baby no more, so it's been a little tough scheduling sometimes. But I do want to get you know, in a little groove and do like a 30-day stream, like you know, just streaming consistently for 30 days every day, getting, you know, some type of content up for 30 days. So, you know, if y'all interested in that, man, we definitely gonna get into that. Let me advance into the next week. Let me do my recruiting. I know me and Coach Villa was in a couple of battles too, and yes sir, we got that corner. So we got some more points coming our way. And now, how did we lose? How did we lose ground on Mendoza? That's crazy. We lost ground on my guy Mendoza. And we play a very good North Carolina team in this game, man. Of course, we want to try to come up with an upset, but we play a very good North Carolina team this week. Coach Villa plays Georgia Tech too. Is Georgia Tech any good? Is Georgia Tech any good? Let me see. It must have been glitch. I thought it said Georgia Tech was ranked 15, but nah. After I do this, but actually I'm gonna check the other stuff first before I do this. I'm about to check the Heisman race and all of that. Top 25. See if they move Coach Villa and them up. Yeah, number 4 now. After dominating Miami like that, number 4. Couple undefeated teams in the top 10. And, you know, Rome right now, number 4. I think Rome looking like that team, man. Rome may be that team to beat. You know, in the nation. Auburn, a big win against number 6 Texas, 34-31, and then they got number 5 South Carolina this week. So Auburn getting ran through the ringer, but they doing that. Texas got Alabama this week, and it's that time where the SEC guys gonna start knocking each other down. But you gotta love it. Dang, Oregon dominating Penn State last week, playing UCLA this week. So somebody in the top 10 is going down. Louisiana falling in the rankings due to their conference. But it's going to be interesting to see if they can sneak in with a conference championship win. Dan Lannon also win over there. So it may be some politics attached to that. See the conference standings. What's looking like what? Only 2 undefeated teams in the conference remain. And it is Clemson and Rome. So I think that's going to be the fight down the stretch. versus Clemson and Rome. Those looking like they lined up to be the guys. Louisville still in there. Miami too, but it would take some losses from these teams that I don't really see coming. And that matchup is gonna be interesting, man. This is gonna be a big matchup right here. To see, I think they both pretty much gonna cruise to the finish line, but we'll see. North Carolina still within reach. You know what I'm saying? When you look at conference record, only one loss for Miami now, Louisville, and North Carolina. So they still in the hunt. Should any of these teams lose, they still could be in the hunt. So you know, that's gonna be interesting to see. Let's see, Heisman watch. Let's see, Ahmad Hardy back on top, #1. Arch kind of took a dive. They lost to Auburn. Arch had a good game, 388 though. But Ahmad Hardy just with an insane night. Look at all them badges for Hardy. Golly. He had an insane night though. And he's back on top against a good team. Rome may have their first Heisman winner, y'all. Rome may have their first Heisman winner. And Ahmad Hardy, that'd be epic too for Coach Villa to coach a Heisman and have a natty. Whew. Coach Villa trying to up that resume. And look at this. Look how we got so behind, yo. And how did Oregon just come and topple us? Like, Oregon just came out of nowhere and said, neither of y'all gonna get him. Me and Coach Villa both thought we had the kid, but Oregon trying to finish strong and take him away. We definitely gonna get Cleveland. We got a nice little DB core coming over, so I'm excited about that. We might lose out on this kid now. How did Wisconsin just come out of nowhere and start beating us out like that? Wisconsin coming out of nowhere and starting to beat us out. And it looked like he gonna commit to Wisconsin, honestly. Like, they literally walked us down. That's crazy. We had the better we also had the better pipeline bonus. So that's interesting. Guess we just gotta throw more points to this guy now at this point. And we gotta make sure we get him now, because we kinda already missed out on the tackle. Yeah, we got to get him now because we done missed out. Dang, we missed out on Ogletree. He was fast too. He was the fastest one. He was the fastest corner. He was the main guy we wanted, to be honest. He was the main corner we wanted because he was the fastest one. But dang, he's gonna be a stud over there at Louisville too, bro. I'm telling you, he's gonna be a problem. He's going to be a problem. That speed, when you got speed like that, oh, man, I know he's going to be elite. No, he's going to be elite. Miami trying to sneak in. We ain't about to let Miami sneak in and snatch him up. Okay. Be good. Walking it down with this center. But we did get a couple corners, though, with some good. We did get some good corners with some good speed, so I can't be too mad. But the guy with the 94 speed definitely wanted that. I've been liking these DTs lately, man. So I'm going to keep some of these guys in the tuck. Especially because we coming down the stretch now. I can kind of scout these guys now and see what's up. I think we kind of got the corners we want at this point. Nah, he wouldn't be bad, but he wouldn't be bad at all. But I don't know how he amount to the corners we already got, and if it's worth, you know, putting too much stock in him. We kind of gotta go. We gotta make sure we get in these linemen, though. Coach Prestige. Gotta make sure we get in these linemen, though. Trying to close the show and grab these linemen, because these other teams are starting to come in and try to wreak some havoc. But I wasn't even throwing no points on him. But we had a visit. Power rusher. Is there another priority anywhere else right now? I don't think so. I don't think there's another priority anywhere else right now. Like anything we need. He's gone with the office he got now at this point. We need this power rusher. I don't know if it was some out of him that I liked that I seen, but on that size, we gonna see if he got anything special. 74 power move, 83 speed. Yeah. I like that. Let's get to him. We can develop him into a nice little monster. I ain't gonna hold you. We can start throwing some more points on this tight end. We gonna get the #1 tight end, y'all. We gonna get the #1 tight end. He a pure blocker too. No, that'll help us out in the run game. But right now, okay. Right now we looking good. Things shaping up nicely. I don't think I'm gonna play this game tonight. Because I don't even think my guys is like on like that right now. So, and I kind of like where we at right now. It's 10:40, 11 o'clock. I could just relax for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I could just relax for a little bit. As soon as I got home, man, I got to work, y'all. I had to work on some things in the crib. Had to work on some things for work on the computer. My mom was going, but I'm like, I still got to get that stream out for my guys. I want to go back to back. Like I said, at some point I want to string together a 30-day. Not saying we starting here, but we are at 2 days. If I wanted to, you know, if we could keep this going. No promises, because like I said, my lady pregnant, so certain stuff just be unpredictable, especially with my daughter in school. But you know, we've been flowing with the streams. They've been feeling good. I've been having a lot of fun this season, a lot of trash talk. You know, my team kind of took a skid because I went crazy. Like literally look at my schedule, you know, early on, and even some of those losses was tough. The only loss that wasn't tough was Texas Tech. They blew us out, I ain't gonna lie. Texas Tech is tough, y'all. I'm telling y'all, for them to do this against us, y'all gotta watch out for them. And they undefeated still. I'm about to check their schedule, but I'm telling you, watch out for them. Kansas also was a surprising loss. I thought we was gonna get by them, but you know, they still playing good. Look, it just shows you these teams that we lost against was tough. Florida State in the ACC, that was the first like real, you know, gut punch. It was like, dang, we just lost to a school in the ACC with us. Bounced back against Louisville, took them out. I just lost a good corner to them too. That's what's crazy. But I think he knew I was like over recruiting corner, and he like, yo, he could go to Louisville and really stand out. So I respect it. Clemson loss was tough too, only by 2 points. Only by 2 points, man. So, but we got the bounce back win against Virginia. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to keep some consistency. I want a big win here against North Carolina. Then we got NC State, Mississippi State, and SMU. I do want a big win against North Carolina, man. And let me get some comments in the chat, man. I'll run that North Carolina game if I get some Mulaverse guys in the chat. But if y'all cool, I'ma just jump off of this in a few. But I still see we got 8 viewers live, man. So let me know, man. Let me know what we doing. If you still in here, you want to see some action, if you still rocking with me, let me know. Shout out to my boy Carter. My boy Carter still in here. We got a ranked game as well, another big game. Of course, our quarterback went out. I feel like that really hurt us as well too. Like if we had KJ with some of them bigger games down the stretch, I think we could have got this thing back on track a little sooner. But I do think it hurt us, like that PCL tear, man. Sheesh, 3 games. He only played the first 3 games. Gotta win against Maryland in week 3, and the win towards PCL, man. First 2 losses tough, granted, but after that, tearing that PCL was sick. And look at how many times he was sacked against Texas Tech. So can't really be mad at him. He really got was a tough outing that night. And look at his career wear and tear just off that injury. But then we also get some points for some of these guys too. We gonna use these points. Use these points. Yeah. I can hold them for now, but at some point we definitely gonna use them. Oh, Perry, you need to use every point you could, my boy. Awareness is up, man. You just out here bull crapping, man. You a raw scrum tackle, so you kind of out of scheme, I guess, for like the way we be passing a lot, but still no excuse. Our line should be better than what it is. Bandy, you gotta figure it out too, bro. You got pocket shield and you blocking like that. Maybe it's the awareness. I'ma hope it's the awareness. You got pocket shield and you baiting, man. If you need quick drop too, you a little slow on your feet. Guess you a little slow on your feet. Gotta get that acceleration. Gotta get that footwork right. Yeah, I can see that maybe in the quickness. Gotta have a combination of things. Just looking through my players, looking through the upgrades we can make. We definitely gonna make some upgrades before this game. Jeremiah Wilson. We got 5 points. What we could do with these 5 points, man? What we could do with these 5 points? It's maybe some badges, maybe a badge. Ain't nothing really. Nothing really. We gonna save that. We gotta do that. We keeping Casey in the tuck too. It's crazy how they took my red shirts off of these guys. These guys was all red shirted. What's happening? Took my red shirts over these guys. It's crazy. Good thing I just caught that just now. I was like, yo, hold up. They took my red shirts over them guys. That's scary. Caught it though. See, Keandre done already played too many games. But it's cool though. See, having a nice little season. And with the elite dev, him getting some reps, he gonna be ready to take over. We kind of needed him, I ain't gonna lie. Not too much speed in our receiving core. Oh, now we get Taj Myers too. We get some size and speed in the receiving core. Damian Wyatt could really be a true slot if Rodgers come back. Gonna be a good vibe, man. Yeah, it's lining up nice, man. Things are lining up nice. I think we got something to be excited to build on. We'll get our quarterback next year. Get our quarterback back. We'll be all right, man. We'll be all right. But appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. I'm definitely gonna end the stream here. We got a big game coming up on the next stream. I'm saying I just want to draw even, man. I just want to draw a little closer to even. We go to 4-5. I'll be happy about that. We definitely want to get a bowl game. Like, we definitely want to get a bowl game, like, without a doubt. And we gotta kind of almost win out to get that bowl game. We could afford to lose another one, but we're not trying to lose no more games, man. I think the end of our schedule is very doable. Like, we could get some wins here. Very winnable. This is probably gonna be the toughest game. 7-1, yeah. It's probably gonna be the toughest game. NC State 3-5 as well. Mississippi State 4-4, 1-4 in the conference. These other teams not performing too crazy in the conference. So North Carolina will probably be the biggest test. We could probably steal a win there. Get the people that's doing the rankings talking again. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna make too much noise because we took some tough losses, but we played some good teams. Look at the combined opponent record. You know what I'm saying? 70-29, bro. No teams is playing schedules like that. But I did I how I want to schedule moving forward. Just wanted to really test my team, and I learned the hard way. But Texas Tech, who they played, Sam Houston, Colorado. Colorado was pretty good to open the season. Not looking like that right now. TCU. Okay, Baylor. Okay, so they didn't really play nobody that's wowing me right now neither. But they definitely did put up some points against some teams early in the season. They kind of dwindled off later, but they putting up points. They are putting up points though. Texas Tech is putting up points. And look at that, like they just got to be super top heavy with their team, because they only like an 80 overall, but look how they playing. I don't think these overalls really mean nothing though in this game. It's heavy on like coaching scheme, the coach's attributes, top heavy. Like you see, they got a really good quarterback, so he's gonna be a problem regardless. Look at these receivers, yeah. So it's very much one of them type of years where you don't gotta have the biggest overall if you got the players at the right spot, and that's what Texas Tech got. Like as you can see, they just got all the players at the right spot. And you know, it's paying off. It's paying off for them. It's paying off for them. They got all the guys at the right spot. So appreciate y'all, like I said, man, for rocking with me. I'm about to cool out for a minute. You know, hit me in the Discord if you new. Join our Discord and welcome to the Mulaverse, man. We be having a lot of fun. Join the league, become a player. You know what I'm saying? But it's your boy Cheek, and I'm out of here. Peace.